Well, joining us now is Diana, all the way from Philadelphia, where, like the East Coast, I think the entire East Coast and most of the nation, is raining. Diana, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. Did you hear Father Reed throw me under the bus earlier with that question?
I did.
He didn't ask me. He just fired away at me. That's what happens on live TV. But tell us about the three-part series about the Papal Pilgrimage in the Holy Land. Sounds great.
Yeah, we're excited about it. We were invited to film parts of the Holy Father's pilgrimage to the Holy Land in May of 2014. And so in this three-part series, we're kind of following him around. He was in the Holy Land for 3 days, and our three-part series kind of follows that. The first day is spent in the wonderful Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. The second day is in Bethlehem, and then the third day is in Israel, in Jerusalem. So we talk a little bit about the history. Why was this pilgrimage important? What's the big deal? And then we talk about the history of papal pilgrimages to the Holy Land, going back to Pope Paul VI, whose pilgrimage our Holy Father was commemorating. And then we visit some of the sites that our Holy Fathers have visited in their own pilgrimages.
You know, Diana, I, like so many, have a great love for the Holy Land. Anyone who's visited there, it truly brings the scriptures alive, both the Hebrew scriptures and the New Testament. I actually lived at St. Peter in Gallicantu for a summer, and just loved the whole experience. But be that as it may, you've done a significant amount of traveling, not just overseas, but to U.S.-based shrines and locations. What are some of the most memorable for you?
Oh, it's, they're all memorable in their own ways. I mean, picking a favorite sacred site is like picking a favorite saint. It's impossible because they all have so many beautiful aspects to them. Just like we're all unique, they're all unique. Just thinking now in the month of May of all of the different Marian shrines. I wrote recently on Alatea an article about the Cathedral of Mary Our Queen in Baltimore, which is just gorgeous. I love that place. And, the Miraculous Medal Shrine is here close by to me in the Philadelphia area. So, of course, the sacred sites dedicated to our Blessed Mother are really fantastic. But then next month is the month dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And I think about the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart in Newark, New Jersey, which is amazing. So we're very blessed here in the United States. Of course, the Holy Land is a place unlike any other. So and you're so blessed. St. Peter in Gallicantu is beautiful.
Yeah, I got to tell you a funny story. Now, there's a cistern there where tradition holds that Jesus was kept on basically Holy Thursday night before being brought to trial the next day. And I decided that one night I was going to stay the whole night to see what it was like.
No.
Well, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was very much regretting my decision.
Well, I'm glad that you had the idea, at least.
It was a nice
good
idea.
Diana, what made you decide to do all of this? Because it's clear that you have a strong faith life. How did this all come about?
I'm a cradle Catholic, so I have been visiting Catholic sites my whole life. Whenever I travel, whether it be for school or for, just life takes you to different places. And for me, even if I was in a foreign city, being in a Catholic church was always home. And as you travel, you just get to learn the different architecture styles and learn about different saints. And so when my husband and I were getting married, we decided that, we had been watching a lot of the Travel Channel, and we thought, wouldn't it be great if there was a travel series that visited Catholic sites that was as exciting and as well produced as what we see on the Travel Channel. And there wasn't one at the time, and so we decided to create it ourselves.
Of course, we have our own Kevin Nelson here who does Catholic destinations, and so he's kind of very much kind of like you on the Catholic TV side. But any upcoming pilgrimages?
We do. We have 2 pilgrimages that we're actually leading to the Holy Land in November and January of this year and next year. And then we're planning a pilgrimage to Portugal in 2017, partly to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Marian apparitions to the Pastorinhos there, and also partly to commemorate the new release of our new series, the Faithful Traveler in Portugal, which will be coming out later this year.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Where was your favorite place, or where is your favorite place to visit? What was the best experience you had?
In the whole world?
In the whole world. You get the whole world, Diana, to figure this out.
Well, like Father, I was blessed to stay overnight at a place in the Holy Land, but this place was the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you ask permission and they give it to you, they let you stay overnight. You're not allowed to sleep. It was one of the most uncomfortable nights I've ever spent in my life. It was very cold. But it really gave me a wonderful opportunity to just sit and pray and think about the sacrifices that our Lord made for us. I don't think any experience ever in my whole life will compare. So that was probably one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location too. I've been to the Holy Sepulchre Church, and it's unbelievable. Where can people learn more about the work of the Faithful Traveler?
They just go online to thefaithfultraveler.com and they can find out about the pilgrimages that we're leading. They can find out about our upcoming television series. They can watch some of our old series and take a look at our pictures, read my blog. You know, there's all sorts of fun stuff on that site.
Can I go? Can I go with you sometime?
You are more than welcome to, Father.
Great. Remember that.
Oh, well, I'm not sure I'm talking to you after the show. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just leave your electric guitar at home.
Okay.
Diana, this has been a pleasure. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All
Have
right.
a
God
great
bless.
day.
Bye.